Hey everybody, this is Mitch with Dallas Iron Fitness. Thank you so much for joining us online. So we've got a 30-minute flow we're going to work through today. We're going to start just seated, so if you're at home, if you've got a yoga mat, great. If you don't, that's okay, just find some carpet. We're going to start with crossed legs, just hands at your sides. We're going to close the eyes here. We're going to start to get that breath moving a little bit. So I think shoulders back, tails connected down top of the head, lifts a little bit higher. And just start to find that breath here, maybe a soft breath to start with. Just closing down the mind. Starting to draw your focus to the moment. Drawing your focus to the space that you're in. We'll start to breathe a little bit deeper here. So we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Close the mouth in through the nose. And out through the nose. And just continue like this a few more times, just at your pace. Now we can open our eyes here. We're going to roll over those crossed legs. Find your box. We're going to get right into it here. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, fingers are spread wide. On the inhale, take the gaze high, drop the belly to the floor. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling down. Take this a few more times. Now we're going to come back to our neutral spine, so nice flat low back. Let's squeeze into the belly, reach your right heel to the back wall. You've got the option to take that left arm forward just if you want to take it there. I think those right toes are facing down to the mat. Left finger's reaching forward. And lower hand and knee. Let's take a cat-cow here, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Back to your neutral spine, left heel reaches back, right arm forward. Press down through the top of your right foot just to support that back knee. Continue to breathe here. And lower back down to your box. Take another cat-cow, inhaling high. Exhaling low. And we're going to get right into our downward facing dog, so toes tuck under. Raise those hips. If you want to pedal those feet out a little bit, you can here. Feel that spine straighten out. You could even bend the knees a little more to allow you to get the hips higher. And let's inhale the right heel high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, swing it through to meet the hands. Drop your left knee and flip that left foot. Let's inhale the arms high. Exhale to bend into the elbows, open the heart. Take another few breaths here. Open into the chest, draw the hips forward, find that back bend. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them forward. Walk the hands back as you straighten into that right leg. Now option here, if you want to take that left hand to the outside of your right foot, you can here. Or maybe just keep hands framing that right leg, whatever feels right to you here. If you're finding that bit of a twist, you can take your gaze over that right shoulder. Pull your right hip to the back wall. And come back to center. Bend into that knee, tuck the back toes under, raise the back knee, and find your twist. Right arm comes high. Reach up through those fingers. Now you've got the option here, if you want to roll to the outer edges of both feet, right arm reaches back, that horizon lunge, you can here. Let's swing it all through. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale in between the hands. Drop the right knee, flip that right foot. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to open the heart. I love this one. We're getting some openness in the hips, openness in the chest. Continuing to breathe here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale them forward. Walk those hands back, straighten into that left leg. That half split, heart is forward. Again, you could take that right hand to the outside of that left foot. Maybe take your gaze over the left shoulder. But continue to breathe whether you're here or whether you're here. Walk the hands forward, bend into that left knee. Tuck the right toes under, raise that back knee, twist the left arm high. Find your twist, reaching high here. Lower the left hand down, step your back foot to the front of the mat. Heel toe those feet further apart. So we're gonna have our forward fold here. Let the arms hang, or you could grab onto elbows, just swinging it out. I think head hangs down, and then let the hands hang as well. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time until you find yourself standing. Shoulders are back. Heart is open. Let's inhale the arms high, reach them up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up, reach them high. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down, step just your left foot to the back of the mat and rotate to face your left wall. Find your wide forward fold. Toes are turned in, heels are kicked out. If you want to grab onto those elbows, you can. Maybe just hanging out here, top of the head hangs a little bit closer to the mat, and breathe through it. Now hands hang, hands to the hips, bend into the knees, slowly rise to stand. Now from this wide forward fold, we're gonna turn toward the back of your mat. Left knee bends, left toes turn back. Keep that knee over the ankle, arms wide, warrior two, just getting started here. Shoulders are back. And lift that left hand up and over, reverse warrior. Reach toward the front of your mat, open into the heart. Swing the hands through to the top of the mats. Raise that back heel, your right heel this time. Twist that left arm high, find your twist. And lower it back down. Inhale the arms high, find your crescent lunge. Strong through those hips, squeeze the inner thighs together. Open back up to your warrior two. Straighten the left knee, turn the toes in. We're switching sides. Right knee bends, right toes forward. Reverse warrior. And swing the hands through to the top of the mat. Raise your back heel, find your twist. Right arm comes high. Lower it down, raising up, crescent lunge. Take a breath in at the top. Exhale the hands forward, step that front foot back. We're gonna work through a few sun salutations, so high to low. You can drop the knees if you'd like. Inhaling to rise, upward facing dog. Exhale it back, down dog. A few rounds of breath here. On the inhale, bending the knees, gazes forward. Exhale as you step or jump the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale forward. Inhale to sweep the arms high, reach it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down, plant the hands, step or jump the feet back. I'll show the option dropping the knees, so you'd have shoulders over the wrists, knees lower. Flip the feet, slowly control it down. Inhale to rise. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. A few rounds of breath here. On the inhale, bending the knees, gazes forward. Exhale as you step or jump the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale to sweep the arms high, reach it up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down, plant the hands, step or jump the feet back. Again, high to low, exhaling down. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. A few more rounds of breath. You could pedal those feet out a bit if you like. And let's drop those knees. So let's find wide knees, big toes together. Resting hips back to the heels is our child's pose. Arms in front, head hangs down. Now feel free to come to this pose anytime you'd like. If you need to catch a break. Also, this is a video, so feel free to pause it if you need a couple of minutes. I know if I were doing this at home, there'd be cats running everywhere, so that would be a bit of a challenge. So from that child's pose, raise back up to find your downward facing dog. Hips lifting high. Inhale, right heel up into the air, three-legged dog. As you exhale, swing it through to meet the hands. Inhale to find your crescent lunge, shoulders drawn back. Squeeze inner thighs together. Exhale, warrior two, opening into the heart. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to your side angle pose, elbow to the knee or maybe hand just inside the ankle, lifting high, strong through the belly here. Inhale, warrior two. As you exhale, swing it through to the top of the mat. Step that front foot back, high to low. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling back, starting to get it moving here. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale it through to the top of the mat. Inhale, bring it up to your crescent lunge. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, find that side angle pose. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale through to the top of the mat. Work through a flow, high to low. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling back. A few rounds of breath here. On the inhale, bending the knees, gazes forward. Exhale those feet to the top of the mats. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale to sweep the arms high, take it all the way up. Exhale the hands to the heart. Now holding here, from here we're going to bend into the knees, sit the hips back, find your chair pose. Squeeze the belly, tuck the tail under. You could take those arms forward if you prefer, but stay with the breath. Hands come back to the hearts. Slowly stand to rise here. Now from here, keep your weight in your right foot. Bend the left knee, hug it in toward the chest. Now option here, if you'd like to just have your kickstand here, you could do that. Or have that knee hugged into you. Ooh, getting a little balance there. Reach those arms into the air. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands to the heart. That left knee comes behind that right calf, our yogi squat. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. We're going to stay low here for another breath. And gently step that left foot back. Stay low, arm sweep, high crescent lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale the hands through to the top of the mat. Step that front foot back. Work through a flow, high to low. Inhale to rise. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. A few breaths here, just staying with it. Step or jump those feet to the top of the mat, big toes together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale to find that chair pose, sit the hips back, heart is forward. One more breath here. You should be able to wiggle the toes a bit. Hands to the heart, slowly rise to stand. Now weight is in the left foot. Bend that left knee comes up to you. And then reach those arms high. Take a breath into the top. Exhale, hands to the heart, right knee behind that left calf. Inhaling high, two more of these. Exhale to lower. Last time here, inhaling up. Exhaling back, holding here. Keep that bend in the left knee. Step your right foot back, crescent lunge. Inhaling up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale through to the top of the mat. Step that front foot back. Work through a flow, high to low. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. A few rounds of breath here. Keep hands and feet planted. Shift your weight forward to a high plank, shoulders over the wrists. You can certainly drop the knees here if you'd like. But we're going to stay strong through those hands. Press that mat away. Strong in the belly. And drop to your child's pose. Wide knees, big toes together. Rest those hips back to the heels. Take a few breaths here. I'm going to take a little towel break. But just staying with your breath, staying in the moment here. Now from this child's pose, walk the hands over to the left edge of the mat. Find some length through that right side body. Breathe into it. Take it over to the right edge of the mat. So hands to the right, breathing into that left side body. Hands draw back to center. Now rise just to your box from here. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, belly down, gaze comes high. Exhale, chin to the chest. Back to your neutral spine, walk those hands back to the hips, come up high on the knees. So hands are to the hips, pull the elbows back, open into the heart here. And now we're going to open a little bit further, find that back bend, maybe take one hand to an ankle. If you're there, you could reach that right arm up and back, or the other one, if you took the other one. Or you can come all the way back if you feel warmed up and ready for that. And we're about halfway there, so if you did one arm, switch to the other side, hips drawing forward, open into the gaze. You can take that gaze a little higher. And then one hand comes to one hip, press yourself back up. Hands to the mat, downward facing dog. On the inhale, bending the knees, gazes forward. Exhale as you step or jump those feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale to sweep the arms high, reach it up. Exhale the hands to the heart. Keep that right foot planted. We're gonna reach those left toes as far back as you can on the mat before you step it down, heel stays high, crescent lunge. Take a breath in at the top and exhale to open into those cactus arms, breathe into it. Inhale the arms high, exhale to warrior two. Keep that bend in the front knee, and then when we inhale, we'll straighten it out. Exhale to bend. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Last time here. Inhaling high. Exhale, working into it. Keep that knee over the midfoot, shoulders drawn back. Now reach forward. Slide that back foot forward as well. We've got our half moon pose here. So hands, shoulders are stacked. Those left toes are facing your side wall. And continue to breathe through it. Stay rooted through your right foot. You could also take your gaze to the side wall or even up to that left thumb, but that will challenge your balance quite a bit more. Step it back, warrior two. Take a breath in. Exhale the hands through to the top of the mat. Step it back, work through a flow, high to low. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, bending the knees, gazes forward. Exhale as you step or jump the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. Inhale the arms high, reach them up. Exhale the hands to the heart. Now that left foot stays on the mat. Bend into the right knee. And then start to reach those right toes as far back as you can go until the toes connect. Heel stays high, arms reaching up. Crescent lunge. Take a breath in at the top. As you exhale, open the hearts. Inhaling, arms high. Exhale, warrior two. Open into the chest. That front knee stays over the midfoot. And then reach forward. Slide that back foot forward. Half moon pose here. So those right toes face your right wall. Top of the head forward. Open up here. Try not to round that right side down to the floor. Step it back. Take a breath in warrior two. Exhale to the top of the mat. Step your front foot back. High to low. Inhaling to rise. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel high, and as you exhale, take that right knee over to the left elbow. Hold it here. Maybe extend, twist your left arm high. Fallen triangle here. Lift into those hips. Lower the left hand back down. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale the right knee to the right elbow. Squeeze the core in. Inhaling up, last time here. Exhale it into the chest, step it through to meet the hands. Inhale to sweep the arms high, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the heart. Feel that spine lift a little taller. And then hinge forward, top of the head to the front of the mat. Now you can stay right here or maybe float that back foot. Just a modified warrior three, those left toes face down. Continue to breathe here, stay with it. Stay parallel to your mat. Maybe even it out a little bit if you can. Step that left foot back, crescent lunge. Sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Twist to your right wall, left elbow to the right knee. Find your twist, squeeze inner thighs together. Press off the ball of that back foot. Lower the hands down. Step your right foot back, work through a flow, high to low. Inhale to rise. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhaling left heel high. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow, coming across. Extend that left leg, right arm comes high, fallen triangle. Lift into the hips. Right hand lowers, inhale, left heel high. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhaling high, last time here. Exhale it into the chest, step it through to meet the hands. And we're gonna rise up, crescent lunge, take a breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart, hinging forward, top of the head to the front of the mat. And then float your back foot. Hold here, stay rooted through your left foot, right toes down to the mat. Still opening into the chest, shoulders back. Step that right foot back, crescent lunge. Take a breath in at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart, twist to your left wall. Squeeze inner thighs together. You got it. Lower the hands down to the top of the mat. Step your back foot forward. We're coming all the way forward, feet apart. Grab onto the elbows, let yourself hang, and just let go here. Let the hands hang down again. Step your left foot back. Find that wide forward fold we started with. So toes are turned in, heels are kicked out. And just hang out here. You could grab on, pull yourself in a little deeper if you'd like. Or maybe bend into one knee and then the other. That's a great option as well. And come back to center, walk those hands to the front of the mat, step that front foot back, find your box, and we'll come to our child's pose, arms in front. You might go at the bottom. About 3 breaths here. And arms in front. Slowly rise to find your seat. Legs draw forwards. Now we're going to take feet about hips width apart. We're going to find our boat here. So you could have hands at your sides, underneath the knees for more support, or arms forward. Float those feet. Feel those toes lift higher as you flatten into the low back. Continue to breathe here. Staying with it, 2 more breaths. Maybe get a little more lift in those toes, chest lifts a little higher, and then float those feet down, hug yourself into the knees, straighten those legs out. And we're gonna fold it forward, walk those hands over the legs. You could grab on to pull in if you'd like, maybe grab onto heels or toes. Just draw it in. Release, bend into the knees, roll all the way to your back from here. So laying back, we're just going to bend into the knees. Let's take 1 bridge. So feet hips width apart, raise into those hips. If you'd like to tuck shoulders under, hands connect, reach that fist toward the heels, you can. Release the hands, lower the hips, take the knees side to side here. And then knees back to center, arms draw wide, hug the knees toward you slightly, and then take them over toward your left wall. Find a twist. You could take your gaze toward your right wall. Maybe that left hand on top of that top knee, just to press yourself in a little deeper. Arms wide, knees come over to the right, gaze over to the left. We're breathing through it here. Just staying with it. Allow for that spine to twist. And draw it back to center. Now from here, let's slide one heel and then the other just toward the corners of your mat. So you could keep those arms wide or maybe take hands to the heart and belly. But start to find yourself in a place on your mat where you can just find a little calm. Feel the head sink down into your mat just a little more. And feel that working its way through the spine into shoulders, down through arms and fingers. All the way down through the belly and the hips, down the legs, heels to toes. Now you can stay in this position, have a proper Shavasana for another 8 to 10 minutes if you'd like, or end your practice here with me, whatever you'd prefer. But thank you very much for your sharing your practice with me today. Thank you for joining me in Dallas Iron Fitness. Namaste.